Well, guys, we officially have received our Samsung QN90B 65-inch 4K mini LED TV. And today, we have finally got the guys to put it together for us. And we got to messing around. We got to play some God of War Ragnarok on the PlayStation 5. And we've also got to play GTA 5 on the Xbox Series X. And so far, the experience with this TV has been impressive. It has been remarkable. And we are finally here doing our review for the Samsung QN90B. Now, if you're somebody that's looking for a premium awesome TV that has awesome picture quality, especially when it comes to the gaming. Also, even for just watching movies too, but mostly gaming. This TV, you absolutely are not going to be disappointed one little bit. I'm going to tell you, it's that freaking darn good. So, what's nice about what Samsung did, or the delivery guys from Samsung, that brought us this TV and also set it up, is they let us actually keep the old remote. As you can see, this is the new remote and this is the old remote. So the difference that you can tell from the remotes is that this is a hinge. This one has a hinge right down here below. And then on this one, it's just a complete straight line with an extra button. So that's how you can tell that this one is the QN90B model, and this one is the QN90A 2021 model. And it's actually pretty darn nice that they let us keep the old remote, because with these remotes, you can charge by plugging in a USB-C cable, or you can get charged from the solar panel itself with the sunlight coming in, and as long as it's getting a bit of this shining on this, your remote's going to charge without you like even knowing. So this is actually nice. I will say this is actually something incredible that I never thought could ever happen, but it is what it is, and it's pretty nice. So now, if this battery in this remote eventually is completely dead, it definitely won't happen for a very, very long time, but once this remote is like completely like dead, you can't charge it or nothing, like it's just its life is over, then we are definitely going to have this remote as a backup, which is pretty freaking spanking fantastic. But that's how you can tell with your remotes, is that one right there, you don't see the hinge, but you see a extra button. This one only has 3 buttons, and it's got this hinge right here. So that's how you can tell that this one is the 2022 version and this one is the 2021 version, but they're exactly the same remote with the same features: solar panel, USB-C. So you can tell that they're both the same remotes. So, but we're going to get to the part where what most of you are probably wanting is the picture quality and the performance of the TV. Well, I am going to say is, like I mentioned with this TV, is that the gaming performance on this TV is really, really remarkable. As you can see, we got our Xbox One X basically turned on, and I know the screen just got dimmed a little bit. That's just because like we haven't like touched the Xbox for about 10 minutes. Usually when that happens, the Xbox will usually go dim like that on the TV. But what's nice about this TV also, especially compared to the QN90A, as I'm going to pull it up for you, is if you hold the play pause button, you're going to get this gaming bar. And as you can see, we have different options, and there's extra features on gaming mode, like right here. Well, of course, if variable refresh rate was not turned on, right over here at the very end, you could get different input lags that you would, want, which most of you are going to want the fastest anyway. but it's still a nice feature that this model has that the QN90A did not have. So the fast model, or the fast option, is around 22 milliseconds, which is still quite good. And then the faster model, or the faster option, I don't know why I keep saying model, the faster option is around 13, 14 milliseconds, which is like what most TVs are doing around. But then right now, where you see it now being on the fastest, this TV will do anywhere from 9 to 11 milliseconds on all resolutions at 60 hertz. And then the main upgrade with the gaming bar is the game picture settings, the game picture presets. And as you go here, you got standard, RPG, RTS, and FPS, and then sports, and then you could custom the however way that you want your gaming picture to look. And right now, I think standard is the best, honestly, when it comes to brightness, colors, and just true saturation and all that. So that's the one that we're going to keep on. And then as you see the three icons at the bottom of the screen, that will keep you in touch with, you know, your FPS, whether if you're playing at 120 frames a second, or you're playing at 60 frames a second, or if you bring it up while gaming, it'll tell you exactly what FPS that your game is running. And then there's HDR, which it will say on or off if you're using. And then there's variable refresh rate, which says FreeSync Premium on it right now. And this TV does support premium FreeSync for VRR, which is HDMI form VR. So when you really think about it, with all these new gaming settings and whatever, this TV sounds pretty dope just by that. But that's not the only thing that makes this TV very, really stand out. As you can tell just from the picture itself, I can actually see how good it looks on my phone, even though this phone is not a super high quality phone. But just by looking on the background, like you see in Minecraft is on the background of the dashboard, you can literally just tell like how green that the grass on Minecraft honestly looks. Now, if you have the TV in front of you, it's going to look better than that, actually. But the green on the grass is still looking good. So when it comes to colors, the colors on this TV are an outstanding killer. You're going to get awesome colors and whatever. And another thing that makes this TV also upgrade over the QN90A from 2021 is you actually do get better contrast on this TV. Way better contrast. And I've actually noticed it looking better than my QN90A from last night when I last played on it. So, and another good thing with this TV over the QN90A is when you're playing 4K content, and even some cases 1080p, you're going to notice that the picture quality is very, very slightly more crisp and more cleaner than the QN90A, even though it's not a big difference. But when I started gaming on this TV, I was like, dude, I can just tell like how much more detail that this TV looks when it comes to clean, crystal clear 4K and whatever than the QN90A was. So I know it sounds like a lot, honestly, but this TV, I'm going to give you a heads up. If you seriously want a premium TV and you got a bright, decent lit room and you want a TV that has higher peak brightness, and also another thing I forgot to mention is because of the contrast being so good, this TV looks almost pretty identical to an OLED TV. And that's actually saying something about this TV. That is literally, legitimately saying something. And I'm telling you, like, even on the game mode presets that you've seen where we have different game settings that we can change on the picture, like, you know, standard that we are going to keep ours on. And then we got RTS, FPS, and RPG and whatever. You can literally, like, the TV's contrast looks so good that, like, you're almost getting an OLED. So if you don't want to pay OLED prices, and you want a TV that has really, really great brightness, and you want a TV that still looks absolutely clean, and that's got awesome gaming features, and that has insane low input lag, well, the Samsung QN90B is going to be your best choice. So I was very, very shocked with how good of an upgrade, even though there still is some similarities with this TV over the QN90A from 2021. But man, I was not expecting there to be this amount of upgrade, especially when it comes to, the clarity looking way more cleaner than the QN90A, not by a big difference, but you can just tell from the detail of how much clarity that the TV looks, especially playing in 4K, and having those awesome gaming picture presets that you can change individually and then customize your own gaming mode. Like, this TV has got all the gaming features that you would want. The colors are so rich and vibrant, and like I said, the contrast is so good, like you're almost getting an OLED TV. But what makes this TV better than an OLED is you're getting higher peak brightness, so your picture can really pop, especially with all of them highlights. And the HDR highlights, especially on this TV, and that's another thing I want to show you guys real quick. There is another good thing with this TV that makes it honestly stand out, and I'm going to actually go there. Actually, we're already there. Right down here on game mode settings, you will go to HDR tone mapping, and right here, I know it's kind of hard to tell you, but as you can see, if you can read, it's a little bit hard to read right there, but as you can see, right there is HDR10 plus gaming. And this TV has this compared to the QN90A, and you have the option to turn it off, basic, or advanced. Right now, we just kept ours on basic. But that right there is also another upgrade that the QN90A did not have, is now you can actually permanently play gaming, HDR gaming, at HDR10 plus. So you're getting better HDR, and just the HDR on this TV is also spanking fantastic, and highlights absolutely pop. So if I was to recommend this TV, if I was to give it a rating, what would I honestly give it? Well, I would honestly give it a 10 out of 10 for gaming, and then I would probably give it an 8.5 to 9 out of 10 for movies. So even if it's not for gaming, even if it's just for your casual use of watching movies or watching TV shows, and you want a picture that absolutely is going to blow you away, that has awesome contrast, awesome color, awesome clarity, and awesome performance, well, this TV is going to not disappoint you one little bit. So the Samsung QN90B, honestly, what I'm going to honestly say, this is probably the best LCD TV out of all TVs that we have ever bought, that honestly looks spanking fantastic. And we didn't buy this TV, we just got it replaced from our bad unit of our QN90A, and because Samsung wasn't able to replace it with another one of that model or find parts to repair it, they were just like, yeah, we'll just give you the 2022 model. And we got basically some free upgrades, as you can tell from the new gaming bar that has more gaming features. Also just higher contrast and better clarity. Like, we just got a free upgrade for absolutely nothing. And honestly, I'm very pleased to say that if you is on the offense about buying this TV for just movies, or especially for gaming, you are not going to be disappointed, and this TV is going to serve you really, really well. So when it comes to ratings, I give this TV a 10 out of 10 when it comes to gaming, and then it's going to go for a 9 out of 10 for movies and TV shows for your casual TV watch. But when it comes to you gamers out there, if you is on the fence about buying this TV, definitely get it, because you are absolutely are not going to be disappointed at all. You're going to be very, very thankful. And honestly, this is, like I mentioned, is our best LCD TV out of all TVs that we have bought. So this TV is fairly remarkable, and I think you're going to enjoy every bit of it, especially for your gamers out there. This is Tech and Gaming Reviews. Hope you all enjoyed this review of the QN90B that finally Samsung has given us today after some usage. Please give us a like if you enjoyed this content. Also, be sure to subscribe if you are new to this channel, and be sure to leave us a comment down in the comment section down below if this video helped you decide whether or not to get this TV, or if you're somebody that already owns the Samsung QN90B TV and how satisfied you are with it and how it's blow you away. So yeah, just leave us your thoughts down in the comment section down below about our review of the QN90B 65-inch mini LED TV. And also be sure to subscribe if you are new. I mumbled there for a second. But subscribe if you are new. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this content. And we will be sure to keep you posted with more content going forward. But without any further ado, this is Tech and Gaming Reviews. Hope you all enjoyed it. And we will see you on the next one. Peace.